For me, mobi bia kwaba e ba Spade TV so aha say ya body eye Kasapreko pe unity in diversity and raising awareness na me de ba be so mo no say eya asema eso papa any sense say this say oba ebe ware ejinamoa all because of say baby all kwa kwatena no yesi yem page na moa wo ho it is a sad dia na me ware no ti me be fie ho ameni me kunu na eba kunu no so ye dan ejina moa ye cat me awo hey ensem ne de do na ne ye ba be hwe word na esisisisi nkrofo kroso a ye unbelievable say edutwem ebinsi wi aseda ebi ni animu na me di nkan yi kire wona na ba konso a kire robot na ono no ba ma na ware no ba ma na chitu robot no so with another robot door say ma me twa me ho kwaje ma bo afọ nkrato mra na me ye met kan asem we yie pa
Hello, abusiafo. But sunburst medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one yes is never good now to talk about cock. I'm a what
or don't.
It's what now I'm why you say a crow.
Take a career, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso, and only sunburst medicated ointment, a bebwa.
My possum, to me.
Who when Pedro be onia ments na ho ma honam ya enwu wanim ase what posso complaining na et so betwa koto sunbest herbal balm ye from mama sunbest products edutwem
Obenya Sunbest products our pharmacies any herbal shops at to phone friend 0554 907 393 FDA agidwadi enkratio yatum
me mama kwaba abrani abribia so beti aware a na eye oba ene be mantem anche bia na ya no fo besankan mu se be ma ne be matumi ware sanso na oba nso ne oba ye den etumi ware eno no mo kan ye no ye po ase ye ya agi atuma anesa na ne aye nwanwa titiru pa chese no de se etokoso a anhwa obi abeje di se wiase no esi erade yesu eba beba ene se oba tumi ware aboa enya aboa na ware oba no tumi aware aboa ema be ma nso tumi aware do chese robot enye AI mpono aka se yetumi kura ye ne adani eto oda ho rubber eno mo nso ensuom no mo ware chese edo so bebre na untold fact edesa amfoni we yitire nyina de besomye me enhwembra
5 unbelievable weddings that actually happened. Yuri Talekko. Some people, such as Yuri Talekko, prefer synthetic companionship over human relationships. Yuri Talekko from Kazakhstan has been living with his doll, Margot. He met her in a nightclub, and they were planning to marry in March of 2020 before the pandemic ruined their plans. They finally married in 2020. Yuri and his doll wife, Margot, exchanged vows while Margot was dressed in a white gown. Following the ceremony, they shared a romantic first dance with dozens of guests in Kazakhstan. The union, however, did not last long, as they called it quits just a year later. Yuri had developed feelings for an ashtray. That's right, Yuri claims he met the ashtray in a club for a photo shoot and then fell in love with her. However, he is still legally married to Margot, a doll. Elizabeth Hode. Former swimsuit model Elizabeth Hode married her 6-year-old golden retriever, Logan, on live television in the United Kingdom after 221 failed dates over the years. Elizabeth tried every dating app available to find a partner, but she was unsuccessful. She had 4 failed engagements as well. After her friends joked about her marrying Logan, she decided to make it happen. Elizabeth decided that her faithful dog was the only man she could count on. The ceremony took place in front of thousands of viewers on the British morning talk show This Morning, with host Alison Hammond officiating. Logan wore a tuxedo made for dogs, while Elizabeth wore a white gown. They even had wedding bands, with Elizabeth wearing a ring and Logan wearing a dog bracelet. Lisa Huggins and Christopher Jackson. Lisa Huggins and Christopher Jackson took their love for scuba diving and each other to the next level by marrying underwater. Despite the unusual location of their wedding, they kept things fairly traditional. Christopher wore a suit, while Lisa wore a bridal gown. The couple, who have been together for 5 years, had planned to marry in Cyprus before the pandemic struck. They were then forced to cancel their plans due to guest restrictions. According to Lisa, an underwater wedding was the best way to keep costs low while also doing something they both enjoy. The couple trained to be scuba divers together and then decided to include their marriage in their diving journey. During the ceremony, the bride and groom wore diving masks and communicated with each other and the priests using waterproof text messages and hand signs. Katerina Dimitrieva and Yuri Malenkhenko. Katerina Dimitrieva married Russian cosmonaut Yuri Malenkhenko via satellite video link on August 10, 2003. She was at NASA headquarters in her white dress, while he was on the International Space Station in a standard uniform with a bow tie to commemorate the holiday. Yuri was 41 years old when he met Katerina, 27. The couple met at a party in Houston to celebrate his first ever human crewed space flight. Yuri proposed 4 months before the mission began, and their wedding was set for August, when he was scheduled to return from his flight. He was already in orbit, however, when he learned that the mission had been extended until the end of October. They decided not to postpone the ceremony because Yuri's job was perilous and anything could happen before he returned. After that, a video conference with the ISS was set up, which was officially classified as a private family conference and thus not broadcast publicly on NASA television. A wedding ring and a bow tie had been delivered to the ISS in a parcel on the spacecraft. The entire ceremony lasted 25 minutes. The marriage documents were signed on Yuri's behalf by his lawyer. Yuri returned to Earth 2 months later, and Katerina was waiting for him at the airport. The following year, they had an official ceremony in a small church north of Moscow, and in 2006, the couple gave birth to a daughter named Camilla. Deborah Hodge. When 49-year-old Deborah Hodge said that she loved her cat, no one knew exactly how much that was until she decided to marry it. Deborah married her cat India to avoid landlord restrictions that prohibit pets in rented homes. Deborah grew even more attached to India after he was hit by a car and lost a leg in 2020. Deborah hopes that the ceremony will show to
me kind na memboa na chese nya di nkan no Yuri no eware doll no eye robot no wie no na robot no battery no wie nti ewui na ese etimi kọ company ho no moye no mo sesama no etiene na brace o ntumi ntina sentwa ono ntumi nkọfa oba moja edi mu ye fence ni mu afusie nti obesa akochiti with another doll ni edi won so ye friend saying Elizabeth wawari on one kasa ne kraman ona natna be 9 years o se meme nyina dan neja nti o kraman ne pene obi o wona ho atumi se oye no kredifo wawari no ani na kisi se nyina ehu ye no na Katrina nso de o so na ewiem na obekwa akosensen na waye ne wedding so ewo ho na Deborah nso de senya medi nkankan no if you know kwakot na yesi empe nyina moa aga na akrampo otumi kofie be yesi empe anya moa ye den ewo ho etu ono no se ne osi pe na gina moa ya se make say so ware no so mo kwa husband and wife etimi imagine say eti mi ntwa so na be bia wadwe wo na wanso na madwe wo etu on benyima wo ayo ena Lisa nso de ensio mu no ono yesi covid 2019 one oni mi koni ye na adwen say ombe ware ewo nsio na fishes ne octopus ne wan no nyina ba beye guest e dia ma omo mpe kabo bia ene so omo so di ko she nsio mo ye wa di o je sisi ye wiase ne kora mo se yenya modai anyway ebia ma anya ade ayesu ebenya bia ye den ababeka so kode na mitinem na be raising awareness so ede babe so mo Sunday Healthcare bona bribi omo son ya sen ye wo medicated powder and a medicated ointment edi no kra kire ade a ekire se redie no eni kekao with aye wisi ana se bibia tototo wa untumi ncha atade a wo pe enkokurum ana udware wie pe na ohun na nyina ye o style me kan fu medicated powder no enunye e di amount and a medicated ointment so eyema ekro yam ne sa onamani yarwe bia empo onentine kura papa ya me kan fu medicated ointment ndi amapa ne nyina ye de 5 so wo heba ointment so ewo ho eyema hotutu ne nyina pebi na obehu se oni pebi an sakretese eye papa ye de abem dasene ye besensia
Hello, abusiafo. But Sunbest medicated powder. Now honyo form. Hey, say when many insons when yes see. Never good na to ebe ko ama ho ato.
Odo. Hey, tell me. It's what now ama why you say? Ekro.
Sekakarere, yam, ekro, ajuni pedwe aboso. Eno nie. Sunbest medicated ointment ebe boa.
Maposu. Me hunam nyina tutumi.
Ni Pedro biye. Onia, ment na ho ma honam ya enwu wani ase. Waposo complain nyina. Etso betwa. Koto Sunbest herbal balm. Ye from Mama Sunbest. Sunbest products edutwem.
Obenya Sunbest products our pharmacies any herbal shops name. To phone friend 0551 907 393 FDA agidwadi nkra atuo yatum.